even though it's a little hot, we're all enjoying ourselves. Let us enjoy this next chapel service and then have fun during the counseling time. Amen.
Amen.
Sometimes I question you and wonder whether you're listening. I can't see you or touch you or even feel you. So how do I know you're really there? Sometimes I get mad at you. When I see good things happen to good people, bad things happen to good people, I wonder why you didn't save them. It makes me wonder if you're real. Sometimes I pray to you. I can sense that you are here with me, watching over me as your child, blessing me with your grace. Sometimes when I can see you clearly, when I see little babies or kind smiles, generous people in the beauty of nature, it makes me believe with my whole heart. Sometimes my questions about you don't matter, even though you are there and never have definite answers. In faith, in your love, forgive me, God, for forever questioning you. Jenny Sherman.
All right. I was asked to speak with you guys today about my life. It's kind of weird. I've been down here for 17 straight years now. When I say my light is pretty much everyone, like the staff, like Lisa Cruz, Bob Cruz, all the Greases. I'm going to forget someone, but there's one person I want to mention individually. I don't see too much out of here, but I see him here. He's an awesome person. Goes out of his way. He lives camp 24/7, 365. Brian Van Meter has, I think, come to this camp for, 25 years now? Like I said, I don't talk to Brian much outside of camp, but when I come to camp, I just want to be like him. This man gave up his life to do what he does. And to me, I can only try to scratch his surface. Because we all, I had this conversation last night with someone about how people can act differently when they leave camp. We all know we go back to our lives. We all have, our friends, our cliques. And it saddens me because I see Brian through the year and he's always working on camp. And to me, it's like, why can I do that? Why can't? And it's not just with camp though. He's a very caring, giving individual. Anything you need, I guarantee Brian will either figure out a way to give it to you or make it possible for you to get it. So, as I want you guys to realize, when you find your light, you want to hold on to it. You want to remember it. With Brian, what I tried to do is, obviously emulate what he does. And that, like I said, is a very hard thing to do because when it comes to this camp, you can only give so much of yourself before you start becoming selfish. And like I said with Brian, the man's not selfish at all. And honestly, I want you guys to applaud this man right now, please. Like I said, not to take away from any of the great people here at camp, because like I said, there's a lot of you. There's a lot of the people in this room that has effectively changed my life. I don't know why I'm going to cry. My biggest light is sitting in the back of that room right now. And she doesn't realize it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Sarah Biggard. Alright. I'll be fine. The things she's gone through, the things she's endured, I feel like she doesn't feel like I love her sometimes. It hurts. It hurts a lot. She's my sister. It's me and her. I mean, we got Courtney, Zach, Alex, the family. But our parents, it's hard. It's really hard. And I look at her and what she does and where she's come from. she's doing things that, I probably to this day probably wish I would have done, and there's things in my life that, guess what? I need to be more like my sister because she's doing something with her life that she loves. And I want you all to remember that. Is in the end, we all need to do what we love. We can't just go through life living it. Like Doug Monty said, you don't just live your life. No, I'm sorry, you don't just exist in your life, you gotta live it. And live it right now.
More tears are shed over answered prayers than unanswered ones. Mother Teresa.
Faith does not believe without proof, but trusts without reservation. Elsie Trulette.
For where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. Matthew 6:21.
All right. Well, my name's Janessa. Just want to say that you don't have to be happy if you don't want to. I just want to make sure that I'm not my sister, McKenna, so I'm on staff. She's not. Okay. Lisa asked me to speak about who my light was on Saturday because she was prepared, but I'm not, so we'll see how this goes. I really thought about who my light was, and I really couldn't think of like one particular person. There's like a lot of people, but I think I came up with an idea more or less. Thought the idea that fate has helped me to be here to help other people be my light. I think that's my light, that idea right there. I know if Lisa would have asked me last year on this time, I probably would have said that I was my light. Not like I'm cocky or anything, but I figured like I'm the person who controls my everything that happens to me and my feelings. Obviously there's people out there, especially a lot of people here at camp that are my light and influence me, make me feel good. But I was focused on me. I was doing pretty good. I was doing pretty good. I was about to start my second year at Ohio State, so I knew like where to go and what I was doing, and I was getting so a lot of good things were happening to me. And by the time winter break hit, I was so excited because I had just finished with good grades and I wasn't about to go back to my old job at Bob Evans. I was just going to take a break and just hang out. So I'm going to make some comparisons here that the boys may not understand, but the girls should. It's about candles, since we're talking about light. Boys just, keep up, ask questions later. So at this point, I'm this big Yankee candle from White Barn Candle. Your favorite scent. I was blowing, I was lit. The wind's blowing. Sorry, I'm just really nervous.
Siri, come here. Follow.
Keep your time out.
Okay, I'm going to try to talk a little louder since the wind's blowing. So around that time, I was feeling good. I was a big Yankee Candle from White Barn Candle, your favorite scent. I was lit. I was going places. And right around then, things changed. And my dad unexpectedly passed away on Christmas, which, was a big thing in our family. So I'm not the emotional one, but I have a sister and mom who are the emotional ones. So I decided I was going to be that light and just act like everything was good and okay, so I could help everybody else, because that's what I was supposed to do. I'm that candle. Yeah, and but after a while, I wasn't really that candle anymore. I'm like this oil warmer. It's kind of like a cylinder thing, for those who don't know. It's like a cylinder thing, and it has like a curve at the top. Then you take like good scenting, good smelling oil and like put it at the top, and then you like burn this little tea light at the bottom. And it makes the smell go everywhere, and it smells really good, and you can still smell it even when the light is burnt out. So I was acting like everything was fine, and my light was there, but eventually it didn't take long for it to burn out. But it's still, you know, everyone thought I was okay. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but a lot of times it gets pretty lonely when you're acting like everything's fine. And I don't think I even had that light lit until probably like Monday here at camp, maybe a little bit sooner. I saw this t-shirt that Lauren Bondel was wearing, and on the back it said something along the lines, because I don't remember what the quote was, but it said, they say time changes everything, but you have to change things. So I thought maybe, you know, after a few months or weeks or something, things would change for me, and that light would be lit, and I'd find something, but it didn't really happen. But I realized when I got here that I had to change something, and so I had to think about what my light was, so I could, you know, relight my light. Does that make sense? Relight my light. And that's what camp did for me. It made me sit down and think, what is my light? And so I think I came up with the idea, thanks to Lisa for having me do this, to think about that. I think wanting to be the light for somebody else is my light, and makes me want to keep doing that. So I don't really like talking in front of people, so I think that's my light. That's it.
Please bow your heads for closing prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for giving us this wonderful week at camp, and to help us see our lives and possibly express our feelings like the best that they are on the lights. And yes, that's really it. Amen.
Before Mrs. Bourne